Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today we have heartbreaking news that has deeply affected fans of TLC's reality show, Little Johnstons. Just hours ago, a terrible fire broke out at the home of Amber Johnston, the matriarch of the Johnston family. Their Georgia home has been left in ruins. Even more upsetting, Amber's daughter, Anna Johnston, is in critical condition and has been taken to a local hospital. This is a developing story, and we'll share everything we know so far, based on reports, social media, and eyewitness accounts. For those unfamiliar, Amber Johnston is the heart of Little Johnstons, a reality show that has captured the attention of millions since its debut in 2015. The show follows Amber and her husband Trent, along with their 5 children, Jonah, Elizabeth, Anna, Alex, and Emma, all of whom have achondroplasia dwarfism, a condition that affects bone growth. Amber, a proud mother of 5, has become a fan favorite because of her strength, dedication, and love for her family. Over the years, she has faced many challenges both on and off the show, which makes today's tragedy even more painful. Now 46 years old, Amber was born and raised in Georgia. She met her husband Trent at a Little People of America conference, and their relationship became the foundation of their close-knit family. Together, they adopted 3 of their 5 children, including Anna, who was adopted from Russia when she was 4 years old. Amber has openly shared her ups and downs as a mother, from dealing with parenting struggles to balancing her education and career. Just last year, she celebrated a major achievement by graduating from Louisiana State University with a master's degree in social work. Fans have admired how she manages so many responsibilities while still being a caring and supportive mom. But Amber's life hasn't been without controversy. In recent years, fans noticed growing tension between Amber and her daughter Anna, especially during season 15 of the show. Anna often felt like the outsider in the family and clashed with her parents' expectations. Despite their differences, Amber has said her love for her children remains strong, and she continues to try keeping the family united. No one could have predicted that a tragedy of this scale would soon hit the family. Early this morning, on July 4th, 2025, a fire broke out at the Johnston family's home in Forsyth, Georgia. According to local news reports, the fire started around 2 a.m. and quickly spread through the one-story house. Firefighters from the Forsyth County Fire Department responded to several 911 calls about smoke and flames coming from the property. While investigations are still ongoing, it's believed the fire may have started in the kitchen, possibly due to an electrical problem. Neighbors described a frightening scene as emergency crews worked to put out the fire. One neighbor, who wished to stay anonymous, said, "We woke up to the sound of sirens and saw flames coming out of the Johnston house. It was terrifying. We knew the family from the show and just prayed everyone got out safely. Sadly, not everyone escaped without harm." The fire spread fast, and while most family members were able to evacuate, Anna Johnston was trapped inside for several minutes before firefighters rescued her. This brings us to the saddest part of the story. Anna Johnston is now in critical condition. After being pulled from the burning home, she was rushed to a nearby hospital. Sources close to the family say she suffered severe smoke inhalation and possibly burns. She is now in the ICU, fighting for her life. The Johnston family hasn't made an official statement yet, but fans and friends have shared messages online showing their support. One fan posted on Instagram, praying for Anna and the entire Johnston family. This is absolutely devastating. The fire destroyed the Johnston family's home, with early reports suggesting the damage is either total or nearly complete. Photos shared online show the house badly burned, with the roof partially collapsed and the inside completely destroyed. For the Johnston family, the loss goes beyond the physical home. It was a place full of memories, family dinners, celebrations, and countless moments from the show. To understand the full weight of this tragedy, let's look at Anna Johnston's story. At 24 years old, Anna has been one of the standout stars of Little Johnstons. She is known for being independent, confident, and determined. Adopted from Russia at age 4, Anna faced many challenges growing up, but always tackled them head-on. Fans watched her graduate from college, start her own jewelry business, and deal with the ups and downs of family life. However, Her relationship with her parents, especially Amber, became a key focus in recent seasons. In season 15, Anna spoke about feeling like she wasn't good enough and said her mom was too controlling. She shared that Amber didn't even reach out on her birthday, and those feelings pushed her to step away from the family. In May 2025, Anna confirmed that she would no longer appear on the show. She said she wanted to leave the spotlight and focus on her personal life. Still, there were signs that the family was trying to heal. Amber and Trent posted a birthday message for Anna on social media, which some fans saw as a peace offering. But Anna's response was quiet, and she later said it felt like her mom's actions were for show. Now, this tragedy has brought everything into a new light. As Anna fights for her life, fans around the world are holding their breath, hoping for a miracle and sending their love to the entire Johnston family. This ongoing drama has left fans split. Some support Anna's decision to set boundaries, while others think Amber is being treated unfairly. Now, with Anna in critical condition, the family's strained relationships have taken on even more importance. As news of the fire and Anna's condition spreads, fans of 7 Little Johnstons have come together to support the family. Social media platforms like Instagram and X are filled with messages of love and support. Hashtags like hashtag Pray for Anna and hashtag Johnston Family Strong are now trending. A GoFundMe page has been created to help the family recover from the fire. Fans and friends are donating to help cover things like temporary housing and Anna's medical bills. Local authorities in Forsyth, Georgia, are still investigating the cause of the fire. There's no official word yet, but fire officials are reminding people to be extra careful during holidays like the 4th of July, when electrical problems and fireworks can be dangerous. The Johnston family's tragedy is a painful reminder of how fast life can change. Fans who have followed their journey for over 10 years are now showing their love and support. This community of fans has come together in the past, too. When Elizabeth Johnston and her sister welcomed baby Leon in 2023, fans sent love and gifts. Now, as the Johnstons face one of their hardest times, fans are again stepping up with prayers, donations, and kind words. One fan posted on Instagram, "The Johnstons have always been so open with their lives, and now it's our turn to give back. Anna, you're a fighter. Keep going." Amber Johnston has always been the strong one in the family. After this tragedy, her strength will be tested more than ever. On 7 Little Johnstons, fans have watched her face many challenges, from raising 5 kids with dwarfism to going back to school. She recently graduated from LSU with a master's degree in social work, showing her deep commitment to helping others. Fans believe she'll bring that same strength to her family now. Even though things have been tense between Amber and Anna, this tragedy might help them heal. In recent episodes, Amber started therapy to work through family problems and said she wanted to fix things with Anna. Now, with Anna in the hospital, Amber is likely feeling overwhelmed with sadness, fear, and maybe even regret. Fans hope this painful event brings the family back together and reminds them of the love they've always shared. Amber's journey as a mother has always been full of love, sacrifice, and strength. Whether it's dealing with parenting, her education, or being in the public eye, she's never given up. As the family starts the hard road to recovery, Amber will likely lead the way, helping them get through this terrible time. The future is uncertain for the Johnstons. Their home is gone, and Anna is still in critical condition. But their story is far from over. Fans are wondering if TLC will continue to follow their journey in a new season. Anna had stepped away from the show earlier this year, but this event might change things. It could bring her back, or show how the family is working to heal. Right now, the focus is on Anna getting better and the family trying to rebuild. The love and support from fans will play a big part in helping them move forward. Even with so much pain, the Johnston family's strength, faith, and love will guide them through. Amber, Trent, and their children have always shared their lives with the world, and fans are hopeful they'll keep doing so, even in these dark times. This story is still developing, and we'll keep sharing updates as we learn more. In the meantime, please send your prayers and support to Anna Johnston and her family. If you want to help, you can donate through the GoFundMe link in the description. Now, more updates about the Johnston family. Amber and Trent have been slammed by fans for how they've treated Bryce. Some believe they're trying to control his life. Bryce Bolden made several sacrifices after Liz got pregnant with their daughter Leon. He moved in with the Johnston family to help care for the baby. But Amber and Trent's controlling behavior became a problem. They made Bryce attend parenting talks and made decisions that fans felt were over the line. Liz and Bryce gave up their own place to live with the family, but many fans feel Bryce deserves more support and respect. Fans say that Amber and Trent have a long history of being too involved in their kids' lives. Now it seems like they're doing the same thing with Bryce. So what exactly happened? Why are fans upset? And how did Bryce respond? Fans of 7 Little Johnstons know that Amber can be pushy and controlling. Over the years, she's faced criticism for making everything about herself. Now, fans believe Bryce is another victim of her behavior. He seems tired of being criticized. In a recent clip, some fans noticed Bryce rolling his eyes at Amber while she was talking. One Reddit user posted the video and said, "How many eye rolls do we not see Bryce giving?" Fans loved seeing his reaction and hoped he would start standing up for himself. Amber and Trent have shared their parenting journey for years, but their children have often expressed frustration with how involved they are. Now, it seems they're trying to control Bryce too. Trent recently shared his thoughts on Bryce visiting his own family. He said if Bryce kept disappearing, he wouldn't be able to focus on his new family. Trent told a story about how he put his family first and suggested that Bryce needed to do the same. Amber also talked to Bryce about his actions and how she felt about them. This kind of involvement has led to criticism from viewers who think Amber and Trent need to give their kids and their kids' partners more space and respect. As the Johnston family deals with loss, recovery, and ongoing tensions, fans are watching closely. They're hoping for healing, unity, and maybe a fresh start for everyone involved. Fans didn't like what the two had to say about Bryce's personal choices. A Redditor, therefore, thought the latter ought to be more forthright about his opinions regarding cohabitating with the family. If he doesn't want to, he shouldn't have to be forced to live there and do whatever they say. The original poster stated he should bail out, according to a number of admirers, by preventing Bryce from meeting his family. Some people believe Trent and Amber were exerting control over his life. Another user said Amber's constant criticism of his parenting style is incorrect on many levels. Return often to TV season and spoilers for additional information on Trent and Amber's rude actions toward Bryce. 7 Little Johnston. Trent wins wife Amber's heart with a romantic Valentine's Day surprise amid health struggles. 7 Trent Johnston, star of Little Johnstons, recently stunned Amber with a Valentine surprise that left her dumbfounded. Marriage took place in 1998 between the two, when they happened to meet at a high school dance. As adolescents, their friendship quickly turned into love. Little Jonah, Big Anna, Big Alex, and Little Emma are their 5 children. The other children were adopted from other nations. However, Trent and Amber's real children are Jonah and Liz. There were tough periods in her relationship, but she and her husband persisted through it all and avoided a divorce. They threw a huge celebration in 2023 to commemorate their 28 years of marriage. Where did Trent's delightful surprise go? Could you tell me what Amber thought about it? After Trent saw a neurologist, 7 Little Jones stars Amber and Trent had to deal with dismal MRI findings. They admitted in the most recent episode of season 15 that there is fear about the consequences of the results. While driving, the two spoke about the report, with Trent's brain damage being attributed to events in the past. As far as Trent is concerned, the medical staff was more concerned with the size of his brain than with his injuries. At 47 years old, he has experienced a faster than expected reduction in the diameter, gap, and spacing of his brain in relation to his skull. After Trent's brain progressively grew to the size of an 81-year-old, Amber appeared obviously distressed. Afterwards, a panel of Physicians reviewed Trent's possible diagnosis and concluded that he exhibits symptoms consistent with early stage multiple sclerosis and MS. E-Online has an exclusive clip of Trent Johnston, star of 7 Little Johnstons, surprising Amber with a lovely gesture on Valentine's Day. In the opening scene of the video, he gathers his wife's favorite croissants, cheese, wine, and fondue for the kitchen slab. His goal was to make her gasp in admiration at his flawless performance. Amber was caught away by the pair's setup when she stepped straight into the kitchen after school. She smiled and asked Trent, "What's this?" He asked her in a candid video whether the cafe do Big Daddy hoarding or the cuisine was what attracted her attention first. According to Amber, she beheld them all simultaneously. Even more unexpected was Trent's disguise as a Frenchman, which caught Amber off guard. "What on earth is going on with him dressing like this?" she exclaimed. A shared joy and affection was kindled by the sight of the Eiffel Tower's photograph adorning the wall. Trent was grateful for Amber's concern for the family and their grandchild as they began to enjoy the meal. Trent explained, "I accomplished all of these things because you've been exceptional and put in a lot of effort. Because of this," Amber admitted that she was unaware her spouse would plan a Valentine's Day surprise. The trip to France was beautiful to her. They enjoyed one another's company after a long apart. Amber Johnston reveals fears over daughter Elizabeth giving birth with risk of complications. But why? Amber, 45, and her husband Trent, 47, discussed their concerns about their daughter's pregnancy and its possible problems in an interview with People. So for Elizabeth, she has to have a C-section under general anesthesia. So therefore, she's put to sleep completely, which is really challenging when it comes to getting a baby out fast. Amber remarked when asked about the complicated surgery, "Our pelvis is too narrow and in a sense kind of fused." The matriarch of the Johnston family indicated that the anesthetic may have caused a whole host of complications for Elizabeth and the baby if the mother and baby had already encountered problems before being put under. Elizabeth and her partner, Bryce Baldwin, welcomed a daughter, Leighton, on November 3rd. Elizabeth's mom claims that the TLC star seemed completely unconcerned during the delivery. "Elizabeth is very much like her father, where everything's going to be fine," mused Amber. "Oh no, Mom," was the reaction. "My partner is of average build, thus our genes should be fine. Either a small or large baby is on the way. The point is moot. We're doing. I love it." "All right, Elizabeth," I respond. "I agree with you." Having said that is by no means the sole potential issue. Trent went on to say that they were worried their daughter might end up in the hospital because they wouldn't be able to accompany her to the operating room for her cesarean section. "Amanda had never not returned with one of our children before," the father of 5 said. "With all the surgeries our kids have had, Amber and I have always been the one to walk them back to their room and to kiss and say bye, and we'll be right outside when you come into recovery." Elizabeth, on the other hand, had her baby daddy Bryce with her. Even Bryce showed up this time. Elizabeth and Bryce should have been there for their child the whole time. But as parents, we can't help but feel sad that our daughter will have to go through surgery without us. That was challenging, the TV personality confessed. Even though he was on the sidelines, Trent compensated by being a loving grandpa and assisting the parents with the baby's care. Last month, the father posted 2 identical Instagram photos, one of him holding a newborn, Elizabeth, and the other of him holding Leighton side by side. One fan said, "Elizabeth and Leighton are duplicate copies of each other." In response to the shocking similarity between Elizabeth and her daughter, there was another voice that said, "Baby Leon is Her mama all over again. Wow, it's like a double take, 3 people said, while 4 people claimed they looked like twins. Amber begs for prayers as family member gets in fatal accident. 7. Amber Johnston, star of Lil Johnstons, recently shared details of a family member's death in a post. She shared all the information regarding the tragic incident on social media. The TLC personality has shared a number of joyful and depressing incidents from her life on television throughout the years. TLC viewers have come to rely on Amber and Trent's popular series. On the show, they have presented their journey for consecutive seasons. For nearly 10 years, the audience's affections were dominated by the reality TV couple and their 5 kids. As a dwarf family, they talked about their struggles and experiences. They brought their friends and extended family to the concert as well. However, Amber surprised everyone by telling her followers of a family member's death in an accident. Do Trent and Amber's children get along? To learn more, continue reading. 7. Amber and Trent Johnston, stars of Little Johnstons, get on-screen updates about their family members. In season 14, the couple's life was filled with highs and lows. The most recent season of the show on TLC has just concluded. The pregnant journey of Liz Johnston was highlighted on the network's program. Johnson, Trent, and the rest of the family were delighted to have the newest member join them. They lavished Liz and baby Leon with affection and attention. When the show got monotonous, fans used to demand that the network shut it off. However, Liz's pregnancy was a welcome change. Future seasons may include Jonah Johnston's wedding, according to fan speculation. Due of her dwarfism, 7. Little Johnston star Amber Johnston had numerous family struggles. She recently shared how a family member with dwarfism was able to survive a deadly accident. On the series' official website, she just posted a horrifying photo of her nephew. It showed Trent tending to his nephew, who was lying with bandages and tubes all over him. The family members have been keeping the news quiet since July 19th. According to Amber, at the request of her nephew, the family has been sharing the news. Nevertheless, because of his severe illness, she revealed their loved ones had been keeping the situation quiet.